What's up, everybody? It's Money Dave coming at you with another money talk. So let's get started, right? So, as you see from my terrible handwriting right there, we're doing a follow up on the Figure HELOC that I got approved for about a month and a half ago. So let's talk about it, right? I know a few of y'all have asked me for some details on that, like origination fees and things like that. So I'm going to try and show you some screenshots of just the statements that I've received from them up to this point. So let's dive right into the first one, right? So this is the first statement that I received from them, if you can see it here. So the way Figure works is, which I have mixed feelings on. I mean, it worked for what I'm trying to do, but when you get approved, they go ahead and give you your initial draw, like automatically. So when I was approved for the HELOC, I was approved for $36K or something like that. And once it went through, they just deposited $36,000 into my checking account, right? And when you're applying for a line of credit, you don't necessarily want just like a lump sum all at once, right? So I'm not sure why they do that. I think it's so that they can maybe charge interest right off the bat. I don't know. But as you can see on the statement, they gave me the initial draw, and there was an origination charge of, in my case, it was $1,093. So they do charge an origination fee. And they also front load the interest, which, I mean, that's pretty common. You're going to get that with pretty much any kind of home-based line or loan that you'll find. Now, it worked out well for me because the whole reason that I even applied for a HELOC in the first place was because I wanted to invest in more real estate, right? So they put the $36K into my bank account, and I used it to buy another house with cash. So what I'm going to do is, after I have that other house for a certain amount of time, I'm going to refinance it and pull money out of it and pay off the HELOC in full, pretty much, and refinance into like a more traditional mortgage structure because I'll be able to get a cheaper monthly payment, which will increase my cash flow position on that property. So when you're looking at this product, you really just want to think about what you want to use the money for, and if you could possibly be better suited to it or something else. Like, HELOCs are good for like home improvement projects or what I'm doing, investing in other real estate, because you're able to tap into equity in another property that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. The money would just be sitting there in the house, essentially. So looking back at this statement, like I said, you can see the origination charge, you can see the interest fee for the September 21st to October 5th. Let's pull up the next month's statement. So now we have October 5th, November 5th. As you see, I made the payment of $420.83, and of that, $353 was interest. So like I said, they're front loading the interest on this. Now, I'll be able to give y'all a better update once I've actually done the refinance on the property that I bought with this HELOC, because I'll be able to put the money back into it, and then that's when I'll be able to do like more drawdowns and everything. But I will show y'all something interesting that I found in kind of not the fine print, just something that I overlooked when I initially applied for this HELOC. We'll pull up the initial agreement, and so the initial draw, like I said, they give that to you when the HELOC is approved. They give it to you all at once, right? So as you pay that back and you get that money available once again, it says, you may request additional draws in minimum amounts of $500 or such higher amount if required by applicable state law, blah, 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 blah. The total amount of additional draws outstanding at any time may not exceed 20% of your credit limit. So they give an example down here. If your credit limit is $100,000, you can request additional draws of up to $20,000 outstanding at any time. So that's not really something that I was aware of when I when I was going through this process. And again, that's not a bash on Figure. That was just me not reading into it too closely. So that means that once I pay this back, I'll only be able to withdraw like 20% of like $36,000. So it's not going to be super effective for me to continue the real estate investing strategy that I've been using it for. Now, as my equity position increases in the property that I secured the HELOC against, I will be able to increase this limit, and in turn that 20% will go up, but it's not as good as maybe some other HELOCs that you can use like you can any other line of credit where you can pull out as much as you want at any time, right? So there's that. But so like I said, there is an origination fee. Looking through the fine print is 3% of the initial draw, right? So that for me that came out to like $1,000, a little over $1,000. So that's something to keep in mind. I believe there's also an annual fee, but I'm looking through the contract on mine and I'm not able to find it. So that's something that as you're applying, you're going to want to ask about. And something else that I'll pull up for y'all real quick is the property valuation that they did when they were determining how much they were going to approve me for, right? So looking here, see the property address, all this other stuff. This is just to give you an idea of what they're going to look at when they're determining how much they can give you a HELOC for. And it was pretty accurate for the property. Yeah, I mean, it looks like pretty much something that you would find on like Zillow or Trulia or something, you know, and that is all that they looked into. They didn't have to do like an actual appraisal or anything like that, which was nice. It made it easier for me because this property is in Florida and I'm actually living in Mississippi now. So that would have been a pretty big pain in the ass for me to try to get that property appraised. You know, that would have been more of a burden on my property manager, and I was just trying to avoid that. So that's why Figure was a good choice for me. You know, if you're like local or if you're getting HELOC secured against your primary residence, it might be better for you to look into a different company that could maybe get you a lower rate or one that would let you draw the full amount on subsequent draws. But for me, it was a good choice. And plus, as you've noticed, I'm wearing this Figure t-shirt. Oh, let's see if you can get the back here. Yep. Figure on the back, which they actually just sent to me a few days ago. They sent it in this cool Figure box here, which I thought was pretty neat. You know, pleasant little surprise that they sent to me. They didn't mention anything about it, so I thought that was pretty neat. I don't know how they got my t-shirt size, but you know, it's whatever. So yeah, guys, that's just kind of a quick video update on the Figure HELOC that I'm using. And once my refinance goes through and I'm able to pay back the money into this HELOC, I'll let y'all know more about making additional draws, like how long that process takes, how long it takes from requesting the draw to actually getting the money in your account, etc. Right? So appreciate y'all watching. Check out the links in the description, you know, be sure to subscribe. You know, I'm doing what I can to add value here. So if you could just subscribe and turn on notifications, it would really help me out a lot. So share this video on Facebook, you know, the whole nine. So appreciate it, y'all.